Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of the 34 character streak. Today we're hopping in as Apollyon, who, Apollyon has to be one of the most boring characters in the entire game. I hate Burning Basement. I don't want Burning Basement. Please don't give me Burning Basement. Uh, that was weird. I don't know if it's coming through in the video, but like the audio seemed like... I think it's just... I don't know. That was weird. Maybe like the guy on the right charged and the guy on the left charged like similar to the same times. The audio feels super weird right now. Like, shouldn't that guy be screeching every time he... I don't know. This is just a weird start. Okay, let's just ignore it. First item room, what do we got? Slipped rib. Yoink. Tears up. Great. That's much better. Like, let's be honest. I like slipped rib, but tears up. This is the one problem with Apollyon. He is addicting when it comes to the void. Because, like, you could just take the decent item, right? Slipped rib ain't bad. I would never complain about slipped rib on a regular run. Or I could get damage. I really like damage. So I want to avoid like everything because it's just like, oh, damage, oh, tears. But like, it's a bad idea. And let's be honest, only stat runs, they're very boring, right? If you have only stats going with nothing special, it's kind of like, you're just like, wow, that's maybe I'll win, but like, it doesn't mean I'm having fun. So hopefully we get something cool going on this run. I feel like most of my Apollyon runs tend to be super, super boring and average. Boring and average, though, if it's consistently average, then that's it's a good character in terms of win rate, right? Because like I can win an average run. I got no problem winning not overpowered runs. Obviously, this streak isn't the biggest indicator of that, and honestly, that first hit I took also isn't a great indicator of that. But like, you know, I think we'll be fine with some average style runs. This is a bad situation though. We've kind of let Duke of Flies gain full map control, which is a problem for sure. Like, he has outpaced us. Listen, if anyone tells you Duke of Flies is the easiest first floor boss, they are so full of it. First floor, not even close. He is actually, unless you have a bomb, if you have a bomb, he's dead, right? But like, because he has low health, and people are always like, oh, but he has such low health. But like, he has low health to compensate for the fact that when you're this early in, you don't hit the man, because all you can hit is his army of flies. I think Duke of Flies is actually a reasonably difficult boss. That oh, we didn't actually, okay, now we can't get hit. I was fine with getting hit there. I was like, you know, we can kind of just relax, not worry. But yeah, he's a reasonably hard boss. This is a really good item too, which is good because we didn't have a charge. We're at almost 4 fire rate first floor. That's definitely nice. Like I said, Apollyon is like, he is pretty, his runs are always just nice. I mean, he's not fun, I hate him. By nice, I mean strength wise. You're just like, okay, I can fuck with this. So let's talk about something, right? Dying Light 2. Actually, let's ask a better question. What was your game of the year for 2021? Well, and it didn't have to come out in 2021. Just of 2021, what was your favorite game you played? I would say for me, yo, do you mind if I pause because I want to check my Steam library? I don't know. Like, I don't really play much. For 2021, I'll be honest. I don't even know if I have an answer. I really enjoyed a good handful of games. Cause yeah, there's some games I started playing recently that I didn't really play much in 2021. But I think the game I enjoyed most in 2021 was probably just Terraria. Cause I don't even think I would say it's Isaac. Terraria is typically my go-to. Like, also I know we're getting hit. Listen, I don't really care right now. This room's just super annoying, and I didn't want to try too hard, or else I would get hit still, and then I'd be sad because I tried and got hit, which is a lot worse than not trying and getting hit. But yeah, Terraria, it's so great, and I think I don't remember if 2021 was the year that we really want member card. Please give me 14 cents. Yeah, I can look at that and tell you right now, not even close. But yeah, Terraria. I don't remember if the update came out in 2021 or not. The Journey's End. I think it was 2021, but either way, just I played a lot of Terraria in 2021, and I had a great time. For me, like, thinking about when something was is we should probably check that sack rub in case there's a heart. Thinking about when something was year-wise is really difficult. Like, it still feels like 2021 just started. So trying to think about what happened in 2021 is definitely difficult, right? It's not easy. I have no idea what happened in 2021 versus 2020 versus 2019. But I do know last year for sure I played a lot of Terraria and I really loved every second of it. So Terraria is definitely my answer. This year, I'm already off to... This year's weird. I'm playing so many more video games than normal. With the whole stream squad, the Twitch people, I played some golf with your friends, which is interesting because I played like a good few hours of it, and I liked it. Which once again, I don't play many video games other than like Isaac, so it's weird branching out, but I have been golf with your friends with them. I've been playing 7 Days to Die with my friends. I've been getting back into Minecraft, which has been weird. I just bought a game that cost more than like $3, Dying Light. Dying Light 2 is how this entire thing started. This is the conversation I wanted to have. But I just bought Dying Light and I was playing it right before recording, and it's really, like, I played Dying Light, I believe, when it first came out. Listen, we could take the gamble, or we could suck it, and I'm a gambling kind of man. I hate this item. It's worse to have it than not have it. If I could go back in time, I would suck that. But look at our face. But yeah, Dying Light, it's just so good. I played it when it first came out, I believe. I don't remember, but as I'm playing, things look so familiar that I believe I did. Because things only look so familiar if you watched a game versus played it. So I don't think I just watched a YouTube series. It seems like a game I've played. Because I remember, like, picking the locks in the chest. I remember doing all this stuff. So it definitely seems like a game I played, but it's been so long, and I think I got it when it came out, therefore I didn't have any of the DLC. So I bought the DLC version, like the all DLC version, for like 15 bucks with the winter sale. Mainly because, oh, I love this song. Anyway, mainly because I wanted to buy, I felt like I was obligated to buy something from the sale. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I had to. And I hadn't bought anything yet, and last night was the end of the sale. Well, it was like this morning, but I knew I wouldn't be awake for the end of the sale. So, like, I was just like, okay, well, I have to do something, and I have to buy something, or else I feel like I'll regret it, you know? Because I feel like in a week I'll be like, damn, I want to buy this game, and then I'll go, oh, I should have bought it when it was on sale. But if I buy something, if I ever get that feeling where I'm like, damn, I should have bought it on sale, I can at least go, okay, but I bought this, which is why I didn't buy that, so it's fair. So I bought Dying Light because I wanted to buy something. I was going to buy Dyson Sphere Program, but then I looked at it and I was like, listen, Dyson Sphere Program is typically $20. It is on sale for $16. I don't care about the 4 cents, even close to enough to warrant buying it. Dying Light with all the DLC, 50 bucks normally. It was like 15 with the sale. So I was like, that's the kind of sale you want. That's what you need right there. So I decided to buy Dying Light, and I have only been playing, I probably put 40 minutes before this episode, and like, I'm just already so hooked. I'm so ready. The movement's so much fun. Killing the zombies is so satisfying. Having a perk tree with skill points means you have something to play for, you know? It's so much fun. I love it. There's nothing to buy in this for in terms of like the shop, so we'll kind of play this a little bit, because we do want like a soul heart drop, because our health isn't necessarily great, to be real. Like, we've had better health, right? And I wouldn't mind a single soul heart drop. We'll give it all our money. Okay, we already did the loss, so that's not an option. The full card, it's like not very good. We'll blow up this and hope for some hearts. Yeah, okay, you know what? That's huge, because then you know what we can do with this money? We can reinvest it. We can get here. And we'll get a 2 of clubs for 2 bombs back and 17 soul hearts. Ready? Alright, good talk. Alright. Okay, we really tried. Anyway, so Dying Light 2, let's have we're having a whole Dying Light talk. It's gonna be, like, interrupted by random, crying talks about how bad his Isaac run is, because it's gonna get really bad, I don't know. I'm gonna take, like, experimental treatment off a blind item. You know, we're gonna suck up the boss item, I've now realized. Basically, what was I saying? Okay, Dying Light. See, it's gonna take a while to get there. We're gonna have a full conversation about Dying Light. So, I don't know if anybody that watched my videos was a fan of Dead Island when you were growing up. Because growing up, I was just a fan of zombies in general, by the way. Like, ooh, that was a good shot. But yeah, I was a fan of zombies in general. I loved zombie games. I loved zombie books. I loved zombie TV shows and movies. I was a big zombie fan growing up. And you know, I put there was Dead Island. Dead Island was really nice, and I put a lot of, ooh, you know what we could do? This is like a long con play, but we're actually gonna do it because I feel like min-maxing today and just kind of having a vibe session, you know what I mean? But so Dead Island was this game. It was an open world zombie survival game where you basically just went around and did quests for people that you didn't really care about, and it was great, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Definitely not perfect, but it was good, right? Nothing wrong with it. So I did thoroughly enjoy Dead Island, and for those of you who do not know, Blank Rune is actually, well, Black Rune, it's not worth it because we're full carding out. It was good, it was worth it to check though, I'm glad we did. But yeah, Dead Island was really good. And then Dead Island Riptide came out, it was really bad, and then Dead Island 2 was rumored, and then a lot of shit happened between the companies, the publisher and the developers. And I forget what it said, like Techland, I think, something like that. But basically, I didn't really, back when Dead Island came out, I wasn't like, I was basically a child, so I didn't really care about what publishers were, and like I didn't know, you know, like I didn't know anything about game developers and stuff. So I never really worried about it. I just saw Dead Island, I was like, ooh, pretty. And then recently I learned that Dying Light was made by the same people who made Dead Island, and that's when I realized, like, growing up I always wanted Dead Island 2, and like the publisher place still wants to make a Dead Island 2, but it's not going to be good. It's not going to be anywhere like the first one, right? It might be a good game, but it's not going to be like the first one because it's not made, like, no one's the same except the publisher, and the publisher made Dead Island Riptide a piece of shit, and they probably made Dead Island worse than it was. Like you saw with the when the game studio, I think it's Techland. We're gonna go with Techland because I don't know what else it is. Damage is hype. Damage and luck is good. We're not gonna go to the Devil Deal, but we will go Downpour. But when the actual developers of the game were given free creative design, and they were on Dying Light, the publishers of Dying Light told the developers, once again, I believe Techland, hey, this is your game, like, you'll have basically creative control over it. And that's really good for a developer, because as a publisher, obviously you're investing a lot of money into someone, and you know, it's a risky business, right? Because if they underperform in any way, you're losing big, as much as them, right? You're losing really big. Maybe not as much as them, because they also got their like pride and everything, and like, oh boy, but like, you're definitely losing big as a publisher. But like, if you're a publisher, I don't want Loki's horns. We might suck it or take the blind item. I think we're gonna take the. We're gonna suck it. We're gonna suck it. But that's bad. But yeah, as a publisher, I understand like having input for a game. But if you're gonna take over a game, you're gonna take over control. Why the fuck did you agree to work with them? Like, why did you agree to work with them if you don't trust them enough to do the job that you're like hiring them for, basically? Don't take control. Don't be that person. If you're hiring someone to develop a game, let them develop and you can publish, okay? Like, I think that's a pretty simple story, but Techland and whoever fucking published it, they did a lot of stuff like, what's that one game called? Saints Row. They did Saints Row 4 and Beyond, I believe. Like 4 and then past that. Fire Rate, we're past cap. That's really cool. So, you know, they've done a lot of stuff, and it's just like, from what I've read into them, like, a lot of people just don't like working with them because they're basically assholes, and they take over creative design, and like, I know a lot of publishers do that too, at least I believe, but like, just, I don't get it. I really don't. I'm not a game publisher. I'm not a game designer. Dude, he came in at like 3 million miles an hour. You saw that. But yeah, I have nothing to do with designing video games. The one video game I've had a part of was called Chewbacca, and it was a train parody of fucking Star Wars. So like, and I've never watched Star Wars, so that makes it even better in my opinion, because I knew nothing about what Star Wars was, and it was never even close to finished. So that's the closest I've done to designing a game. So maybe there's like actual reasons why publishers and stuff do this, but like, as far as I can tell, everyone's an asshole and everyone should just fucking stop. So yeah, that's my little rant about Dying Light, even though it just ended up being shitting on the publishers of Dying Light. Well, sorry, Dead Island, more than about Dying Light. But I'm really excited for Dying Light 2, which I think it's funny because Dead Island came out a long time ago, alright? Like, a long time ago. And then Dead Island 2 is going to come out. And then somehow, Dying Light, a whole new project, came out before Dead Island 2. And now, Dying Light 2, the second game in a series, is coming out before Dead Island 2. Most likely. They could, like, Dying Light 2, I believe the release date is February 4th, unless I just saw that in one YouTube thumbnail an hour ago, so I don't know if that's true. But that's what I believe the release date is, so it's like, how do you fuck up that bad? I believe, whoever the publishers are for Dead Island, I believe they have gone through like 3 developers, and now the developer they're on has never even like worked on a zombie game or something stupid. It's like, what the hell, dude? I don't even believe it. How do you consistently fuck up this bad? Just like, for once, if you hire a publisher, let them. I mean, sorry, if you hire a game designer, ooh, that's really bad. I hate Wormwood, dude. He has to be the worst boss in this war. There are some bad bosses, but I've been more okay with Min Min recently than I have Wormwood, and I do not like Min Min. So that's saying genuinely like a lot. I think Wormwood is just the king of just kind of randomly hitting you. Eye drops are honestly, they're a take. I don't really like them, but with Those are really good attempts at English. With how high our rate of fire is, might as well. We'll head down. But yeah, I know nothing about Dying Light 2. I've not seen any footage. I've not seen any gameplay, but I'm excited. Why am I excited? Because if Game 1 is so good, and these are the same people that made freaking Dead Island, right? Like, one of my all-time favorite games as a child. I trust them to make a Dying Light 2, and it didn't seem rushed either. We didn't get a release date for a long time. They kind of just were like, okay, listen, we're making Dead Island 2, and everyone was like, we fucking want it, and they were like, cut the shit, we'll get it, just calm down. And I respect that. They took their time. They made, seems like they're making the game they want to make, and I love that. Dead Island 2, I don't know what is going on with that, but I'll be honest, I'm not excited for it. I've just switched from being a Dead Island fan to a Dying Light fan. And I did like Dying Light growing up, even before I knew it was made by Dead Island people. But I'll be honest, like, obviously knowing it was made by them helps, because it kind of like fills this hole that I wanted growing up. But at the same time, it's always been great. It's always been really good. I don't remember it either, but I don't remember. My memory's just bad. I don't really remember Dead Island 2 thoroughly, but I remember loving it, and I'm sure it's not great because I played it for the Xbox 360, and if it was on the 360, how good could it be? But I'm sure it's not great, but it was like one of those games. How I remember it was, because even as a kid, I understood what like a not good but great game was. You know what I mean? And how I remember it is the game was like pretty okay, but like really fun in one of those dumb ways where like the game wasn't necessarily made super well, but it was still really fun. And I love those games, genuinely. 7 Days to Die, piece of shit game. It's awful. And the more I play that, the more I realize that. And you know what? I love it. I have no problem with 7 Days. You know what? Holy mackerel. That's why we have it. Why don't you hide? Here we go. But yeah, I really like 7 Days to Die. I think it's a really fun game, especially with friends. However, it's just like, it's not good. Okay, we're getting risky. See, that's why you do it. That's why you do it. Some people don't like this item. I think you're wrong. Okay, now we are gonna absorb the boss item because I don't want experimental treatment, basically. Which is, I know, like a bit of a bitch play, but like, dude, I don't care. We get some random stats. We just won the run with this, basically. I think Dr. Fetus is pretty much an instant game win. It's an instant take, instant win. It's like, it's really good. And if you think it's not really good, that's fair. I just had to mute the music. I thought it was muted. Okay, we're making an executive decision. If that's too loud, I'm sorry. But I'll figure that out in post, basically. I think the music's too quiet. Because if I can barely hear it sometimes, there's got to be a problem. But we'll figure out for sure. Okay, listen. Don't do that, and it's a really good item. There wasn't even an enemy. I just was like, I'm gonna hit myself, and decided to hit myself. Not the best move I've ever made. Break the rocks, shoot the boy. Posts are also very annoying. There's like, I like the item because there are downsides. It's not literally an instant win because you have to play differently. But if you know how to play with it, it's really good, and it is a different play style. Anything that changes your play style, not anything. But a lot of things that change your play style in Isaac, I'm a big fan of. Not necessarily Spirit Sword because I think it's bad. Though now we're in this problem where, to be fair, with Dr. Fetus, higher rate of fire isn't like the best. Even though bombs don't knock each other around, I know that. I hate God's Flesh is so fucking bad, dude. It's so bad. But yeah, even though they don't knock each other around, that doesn't mean it's good. It's still like, the more bombs you have on the screen, the more dangerous it is, right? So we would like more damage than tier rate, but this entire run's been a tier rate run. I know I said I wasn't gonna take it, but I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna take it. 7 seals? Hey, would I have sucked it up? 100%. Am I upset? Not really. I don't mind 7 seals. Bad. You know what? Listen. You gotta use it eventually. And you'll never guess. Boink! Okay, 1 damage, point. Yeah, that's perfectly fine with me. It's not the best situation to arise from an event ever, but like, we'll take it. We don't need the key pieces. Yes, they'll increase our angel deal chance, but like, so. Deadeye, I don't think it works with Dr. Fetus, but I want to know, so we're gonna find out. I can already tell you right now it doesn't work. That's definitely sad, but I also 100% saw it coming. But now we know. For the future, now we are aware that it doesn't work, so we won't do that again. But it was one of those things that I just looked at and I'm like, if this works, it'd be really good. So I gotta find out. Also, this is why, like, high rate of fire is just bad. It's chaotic, And while like I like chaos, the item and the state of being, it's like, you know, it might kill me, and I would like prefer not to die. I think that would definitely be a nice touch. I can see why we're not doing that. But we'll definitely we'll spam fire if there's a room where we're just like, yeah, we need to hold down the fire button, we will. But I think a lot of the times we're gonna kind of go like this and aim our shots a little bit more, slow them down, just so we don't get hit. Though I do feel like I have a very good percentage of getting bomb immunity whenever I have Dr. Fetus. So maybe we'll just see bomb immunity and then we can just hold the button and never ever worry about it. That would genuinely be fantastic, though, you know, there's like, what, 2 or 3 bomb immunity items in the game. Pyromaniac, Host Hat, that might be it. I could be forgetting one, though. For some time, I thought Conehead was a bomb immunity item. Was it ever bomb immunity? Because, like, I really thought it was, but it's not, turns out, which is weird. Still, like, once again, 100% was convinced it was, and I don't know why. So that's the part that confuses me. It's not the fact that it's not the fact that it's not bomb immunity that confused me. It's the fact that I was 100% convinced it was. You know, like, where did that get implanted into my brain, and why do I still kind of believe it? Like, every time I see it, I'm like, ooh, oh, never mind. It's not like really a great item, but it's okay. I don't mind the item. I used to be a really big fan of it back when either back when it did negate bomb damage, or back when I thought it did. I was a really big fan of it. Either way, even if it truly didn't, I fully believed it, and that made me like it. What are you? Beggar is like potentially broken if we had like a restock machine in a secret room, and like then we just restocked for our key. However, I also really just couldn't care less. Okay, this is a horrible room, to be fair. Well, I mean, when you're a god gamer, it's not really a problem. See, now I'm listening to the music and I'm like, that's definitely too loud. Like, maybe there? I think that's better. I don't know. You guys will tell me, okay? I've been asking this question since last episode, I believe. This run's so much fun. Dr. Fetus it's probably one of my favorite items in the game. It's just really fun. It's just really, really fun. There's some enemies that you do not want to see with Dr. Fetus. Like, hosts can be really annoying, especially in, like, more crowded rooms. If it's just like a 1v1 versus a host like that, you can time it, you know, it's not really a problem. But if it's like a whole room with hosts and like 12 million other things, it's kind of like, this is dangerous. Ace of Clubs also is terrifying. I don't know how many people agree with this, but I actually think I get hit quite often using Ace of Clubs just from the fucking troll bombs, because it's just because I'm not smart. Like, I know it can't be a common thing. I'm just not a smart person. Damage? Is that range I see? Is that damage I see? Okay, we just had actually like a pretty solid damage upgrade from Keeper Sack. Keeper Sack obviously being a really good item that will not be too good for us this run because we got it kind of late. It's not too late. We still have 2 shots, which is definitely better than like getting it, you know, in the womb or something somehow. That's not fun. But you want to get it as soon as... Okay, that's my fault. That's my fault. You want to get it as soon as possible. Because the truth with Keeper Sack is it's fantastic. And it's absurdly broken if you get it early. Okay. Dude, he's slowed. He's completely screwed. And yes, I see the Tinted Rock. Bam. We got another Tears upgrade, which is kind of funny because... I mean, this is like the second run in a row where this has happened. But now it's like a Dr. Fetus run, which is so much funnier for high fire rate. Though I think we're going down. Yep. Get out of my way, Mr. Spike. Thank you. Yeah, this run is really good. We could go Beast, but I think Dr. Fetus Beast is, like, really bad. Like, I think that's one of those ones that, like, you're just not supposed to do. Also, Beast is definitely overdone at this point. I don't truly care if the friend network on Steam is unavailable, because it's very bold of you to assume I have friends. Please, please stop it. I mean, Steam friends, yeah, okay, I guess I have some, but, you know they all don't like me. Who do you think likes me? Freaking Creed? No, he's in it for the clout, let's be honest. Creed only wants me for my fame and fortune. And that's fair, I mean, you know, I'll take it. You take what you can get in this economy. Larynx is a really good, but I think it's going to be really bad with Void, because it's a 12 room charge. I don't know how those work with Void. If it activates 12 room every time, we pretty much just... Gimme. Gimme. Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding? Gimme. D6 or spin down dice. I mean, spin down dice all the freaking ways. And I mean, we'd have to get the D6, which is like a whole other thing. But, holy shit, that's crazy. Spin down dice, what do you become? D1. We don't really care. But that's a parasite. That is a parasite. Okay. Well, we got some things to play on this floor. Okay, crane game. 5-cent spin down dice? Yeah, 100%. 5 cents for, well, we'll see how much, but next is gonna be split shot. It's gonna be really nice. Let's see. Boink. We're gonna play for this for sure. Like we're gonna go all in. We're gonna take our time. Split shot is obviously dangerous with Dr. Fetus. Like it's not even good. It's scatter bombs with Dr. Fetus, and well, I mean that is good. I mean it's good damage wise, but it's definitely scary. I mean scatter bombs are they can hurt you. You know they don't think they're all nice. They can definitely pack a punch. And without bomb immunity, scatter bombs it can hurt. But hopefully, I mean right now we have a blood bank, so we have several ways of getting money. Just clearing the level and a blood bank. This is not bad, not bad. Gimme it. All you gotta do is say gimme, I've learned. Buddy in a box isn't bad. And if we're getting that, we want buddy in a box. So I think right... Oh, wait, but we can't... We want buddy in a box, not fast bombs. So I think we gotta get that before we spin down. Because we'll definitely take buddy in a box. But and there you go. Now we're back. Now we're basically playing any normal character ever. Because now the one thing that's different for Apollyon is gone. There goes that. Do we have a donation machine left? Of course not. How often do you get this far in the game with a donation machine anyway? Damn. Okay. So we really want the money. I mean, Buddy in a Box isn't ginormous, right? Like it's just fine. But that was an insane crane game. The craziest crane game of my life. A spin down dice and a D6. And it's crazy because there are people out there that would 100% take the D6, and that's a wild thought to me. And I get that, like, if you don't have the item description mod, like, you have to, like, Google what the spin down dice be. Man up, put in the work. It's all for the kids. Just do it. Like, you have to Google something. Oh no, just Google it. It's literally like the freest win of your life. It's like Void but better because instead of, well, not necessarily better, but it's like Void. In the way that when you see a bad item, you immediately can just go, okay, and turn it into something better that you know what it's going to be, except you know more. Because, like, with a Void, you know for a fact you're getting a stat. Would you rather have Bum Friend or a stat? You're probably going to choose the stat, and that's completely fair. Would you rather have Bum Friend or this item? You know, then you can make that choice. And that's what I like about it. Those 2 nickels were huge, dude. So like I do love spin down dice. I think it's one of the most broken items in the game, especially for Tainted Lost. With Tainted Lost, you can with spin down dice get items you shouldn't be able to have. Literally busted. If they don't fix that, I'll be thoroughly shocked. I mean, I don't want them to fix it, to be honest, because you rarely get spin down dice. Then you'd have to get an item that would be broken as Tainted Lost in order for it to be broken. Gimme it. Didn't work. I think this guy will guarantee to give us spiders. Yeah. I don't want to give away any health. So we'll pop this. You know what we're gonna do? Boink. We're done. Maybe we get the crane game at some point. Maybe we don't. That's really not like a me issue, to be honest. Pair throw. Okay. We could do this. What does this become? Libra. No. Does this give us the poison bombs? Oh yeah. Now we have scatter poison bombs. Oh wait. Does it? It actually works like parasite. I thought it would just be scatter bombs. Huh, that's really cool. Okay. So we still have Buddy in a Box in there if we want it, but we don't really care about it too much. I mean, like, it's Buddy in a Box, right? But, like, now our run is much more dangerous, sure, but also, like, really funny, and also the poison's gonna be huge. Poison damage is really big in Isaac. I think they buffed it, like, super hard in Repentance, if I remember correctly. I think before Repentance, it was kind of, like, not necessarily useless, but, like, basically useless. Also... we're not gonna go for Buddy in a Box, but like we could. We got D1, D6, and spin down dice out of a singular crane game. That's crazy. And I know D1 was like in a roundabout way where we used spin down dice, but you can't tell me it didn't come from the freaking crane game because it definitely did. Nuh-uh. On Womb and Beyond replaces all coin and key spawns with a bomb heart or enemy fly. That's the bad part. Because, like, it might give us more soul arts, which should be good. And we don't need coins or keys. No, I mean we do though. We do because we're going chest. So it's like if it just replaced coins. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, be careful. Stop spamming so much. This is now tap fire territory. Yeah, if it just replaced coins, I'd probably do it. But if it's gonna replace my keys too, it's like, what happens when we get to the chest, right? Yeah, I know we can always drop it like whenever. That doesn't mean I want to go through the effort of dropping it. It's like having a left hand, I guess, in that regard, where like, it's not bad, but you're gonna have to drop before chest, but like, no. I'm not a fan of being forced to drop stuff. Odds are if I have something, I want to keep it. This is also, the mom fight would be the worst part about Dr. Fetus. Like, I talk about host being bad, but like mom's super bad. And it's not because of the new parasite and all this and that and that and that. It's just like, it is really bad. We can get Breath of Life, which is, you know, an item. We're not gonna. What's in here? Thing when Bond becomes Sacred Orb. Okay. We're taking Sacred Orb. I think that's just funny. I also don't think I've had Sacred Orb yet, so this is a very good time to take it. We don't have a lot of health, and we have a very dangerous build. So it's officially time to be careful, because if we take too much damage, we are going to die. I mean, that's how Isaac works, and actually that makes sense, but we're not far off from that point, is what I'm talking about. We're very close to the point where we could just, you know, get hit a couple times, then die. And I'd rather not do that. I would like this magic mush. It's fine. It's not even like that good of an item though. Like, what can we reroll it into? Oh, 1-up. That's so much better. Okay. Dude, look how big we are. That's just hilarious. That's so good. I would like this magic mush. Yep. Okay, we'll spawn the... We'll use Soul of Even here. I believe the birds will stay between waves, so it's like... This will probably be our most efficient use. 3 waves of enemies is probably better than, like, even 1 boss. Okay, there's our Holy Mantle. That was hilarious, dude. I can't... we had 2 mushrooms left when I said that. And the game was really like, okay, fine. Like, if you want it, I guess you can have it. Okay. Ooh, didn't see that bullet through the, Run? Run? That was weird. Yeah, I didn't see the bullet through the Toxic Fog. The Toxic Fog, well, it is good. Definitely, like... visually kind of distracting, but that's also because I'm a very like easily distracted person, so like how mad can you get at the game when you're just a little dumb? Not very. I'm also like, how mad can you get at the game when your run's like this, right? Got Magic Mush, Dr. Fetus, Parasite, Sacred Orb. Like, the run started out so basic, and I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna stay that way. And then that crane game happened, which got us a Sacred Orb. Now we have a Soul of Eden, which is hilarious because Soul of Eden plus spin down dice could potentially get us, like, legitimately... I mean, Soul of Eden alone could get us any item in the game. But Soul of Eden spin down dice increases the, like, chance that we get something cracked by, like... I mean, it doubles it, I think. I think it, like, you know, you see twice the amount of... Oh, no, 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 no. Twice the amount of items. So, definitely really good. In fact, probably more. Because if we do it on, like... Let's say we Soul of Eden chest, or the chest, right? The 4 items on the chest. Odds are we're gonna have enough room to get at least another charge. So if we needed to go to no, this is the plan. If we needed to go 2 items down, we 100% could. This room is a little bit hellish. I think the poison legitimately probably saved our run right there. We didn't have poison for that room, or even this room. This room obviously being less scary just because there's more space. But like the poison versus those yellow spiders, definitely really good to have. Okay. 3 hearts, not my favorite amount of health. I prefer, like, any more. You know? Like, 4 would be great, right? 3, no. And I'm sure if we had 4, we'd be like, man, we'd really like 5. Well, that's just how Isaac goes, right? Isaac gives you everything you want, and then you still complain. We have... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, how do we have the fungi transformation? We got freaking God's Flesh. You know, I guess it did something. That was the... We almost like, walked straight into a foot. That was the best use I've ever had for God's Flesh. Just getting the fungi transformation, which isn't even that great of a transformation. Or Babylon, or... If we spin down, we're spending a heart for a heart, which isn't even, like, you know, might as well. And then next... Okay, this is good. We have really good damage. All we have to do is not get hit, which is easier said than done. I am going to take a sip of my coffee, though. Okay. We have to be very careful. Oh, yeah, we have to be very careful. Immediately walks in a bomb. I'll be honest, I stopped looking at my screen. Now we're going to start being careful. Something good? That's not good. We got that bomb to take that guy up there, though, quickly, which was good. I'm feeling down and left for the path. I could definitely be wrong. There's nothing to go off of, really, but it's a bigger room. And, like, bigger rooms have more exits. More exits means more likely to be the right way. Speaking of bigger rooms, I don't want to go to that room, so we're not. This is a horrible situation. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We don't really care about devil deals and stuff anymore. We're strong enough to win. It's just... Oh, we actually really needed that. It's just about winning. Oh, do we go to Mom's Heart straight away, or do we look for... Do we look for a little bit of health? I don't think this room will drop it, just because we got bomb boys, and bomb boys are not nice. Yeah. I think we can kill Mom's Heart fast enough to warrant not, like, doing that, you know? Alright, this is the worst part about the fight. It's not all the eyeballs, specifically those eyeballs. Okay. Okay. We're fine. And there's our health, and we even got the devil deal somehow, which is nice. You don't have a spin down for it, though. And you know what? That's fine. Got hit, but we got Lump of Coal and the heart back anyway. Oh, boy. Lump of Coal we obviously just take, for it basically rerolls into nothing. I don't know if it functions with Dr. Fetus, but we'll assume it does, and we'll head up. Okay, this run's really scary in terms of health. We did take Parasite Dr. Fetus, and that's... I mean, you know... It's scary. The only thing that can make this run more scary for me, I would think, would be, like, Bomber Boy. Bomber Boy, if we see it, just to clarify, I will not take it. I like being zany, I like being wacky. There's obviously limits, and that would be pushing them. I'm just gonna... you know, classic Isaac strats. Dude, I hate this boss. Not just for Dr. Fetus, I just mean I hate this boss. He's so anti-fun meta. Like, look at this. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. And we finally get bombs up to him, and then he was like, oh, I'm gonna run away. And then he comes back down, and he finally dies. But God, I hate him. Almost. I keep forgetting about the Parasite thing, which I really shouldn't be, because it's literally happening 24/7. But I keep forgetting about the Parasite thing. Oh, hello, ghosty boys. Let's get you. Dude, oh my God's Flesh. God's Flesh has to be literally the worst item in Isaac. I think I would... Okay, that hit was 100% me and really bad. But I think I would actually rather any other item in Isaac than God's Flesh. God's Flesh is abysmally bad. It's horrible. All you do is lower enemies and you can step on them. But, like, this room literally just probably saved my life. Yeah, that's really good. That's really, really good. They just spin down in other books, right? No, wait, they don't. They don't spin it. I could Soul of Eden, but that's only 2 items. Odds are I'll get more on the chest. I know I'm guaranteed 4, but like by odds are, I mean, odds are there'll be at least 2 items on the chest that I don't like and that I'm willing to Soul of Eden. Because I'm going to Soul of Eden then spin down is the plan. We'll Soul of Eden then... God, that was scary. Soul of Eden then check the spin down and see if it's actually a thing that I want to do. Hairpin, give us an extra spin down next floor. I like that. I think we could do an extra spin down next floor. An extra spin down could literally, like, change the entire run and give us, like, an Archie and we could do everything again. We're not gonna, but it could. Odds are we won't use it, but 1 hit is, like, not gonna save the run. I mean, it literally could. But 1 hit probably won't save the run, so we don't care about Wooden Cross anymore. It was really good to have, but at this point it's just like, who cares? Yep, I could tell the second I walked into that one and shot that I messed up real bad. At the same time, I also knew going in there I didn't need to go that way, so there's a lot of mistakes made recently. Oh my God, dude, it's so dangerous. We're also taking this just to... I think it'll give us an extra hit, and that's fine. Also, it's more incentive to not get hit, so I feel like we'll probably play better at just having it. Is the hope. That could also definitely just not happen. But, you know, if there's a chance to make myself play better, I would like to do it. We haven't been playing awfully this run, but we're definitely not playing well, you know what I mean? Please. I think Spin Down Dice and the Sacred Orb is a really bad combination, to be honest. Like, if you think about it, all it is like, you see better items, so you're going to want to reroll less of them. So, you know, not a great combination. It's also not bad. I mean, it's not a bad combination, because it's just, like, it's like normal, but you're gonna reroll less, which technically means you need less charges, which is probably a good thing. But you know, it's not bad. It's just, I think it's worse than before. I don't know. It's not worse because like you have Sacred Orb and you're getting better items. It makes spin down dice worse. Is what I'm trying to get at. There we go. It makes spin down dice a little worse because you're gonna be using it less. It'll be less game changing if you have Sacred Orb because odds are your run's gonna turn out pretty great anyway. This is like my first Sacred Orb run though, and to be honest, it seems normal. I've watched Sacred Orb runs on YouTube, and I've never really noticed like that big of a difference. It doesn't seem like the items actually get better. It seems like one of those myths, you know, like one of those the items is bugged and nothing actually happens. Because they've done that several times. They've been like, oh yeah, by the way, that item doesn't work. Sorry, forgot to tell you this item we added actually does nothing right now, which is always very funny to hear. All right. Next floor. Here's where we do our big Soul of Eden play. This is why we've been saving it. Hopefully it actually pans out and it's not like, oh, we have 4 really good items. Then again, of course, there's a good chance we do. Nope. I want this. We reroll. We get Little Haunt, Ghost Pepper, or Jacob's Ladder. We want Ghost Pepper or Quad Shot. I would actually like Ghost Pepper. I'll take Little Haunt, and then we'll come back for Quad Shot at some point, potentially. Obviously, Ghost Pepper with slow rate of fire, not like the biggest item in the game, but like it's good. I'm not complaining about it at all. I think Ghost Pepper is with a slow rate of fire. It's only good. We have a slow rate of fire in 4 luck, and 4 luck definitely isn't bad. So I got no complaints about a nice Ghost Pepper. Just its ability to simply delete bullets is the reason I like it. Like the damage is really good, but our damage isn't a problem. Defensively, it's a really good item for us. But now our screen's going to constantly have the butt bomb effect and be covered in toxic gas. This is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. I was going to say we're just getting good items. Then I realized maybe Sacred Orb is working. I was like, man, we're getting like all these tears upgrades, and damage upgrades. There's just things we need, you know? I wonder why. It's just so out of place in the game to give us good stuff. And it's clicking. I think Sacred Orb definitely works, and it's not just a myth. The items aren't cracked. Like, we're not getting the most broken items in the entire game. But I think Sacred Orb makes... Is it 2 or higher more common? Or just like 1's less common or 0's less common? I don't know. I don't know the exact... All I know is it's supposed to give you better items, right? That's all I cared to know. And we leave. This will be the end of our run, unless we die, and then it'll be the end of the streak. But if we die now, that's the worst way to end the streak, because, like, it would take a lot of effort to die there. But that's going to be all. That's our Apollyon run. Should we win number 27? Last one was 26. Let's see. 27. Next is... Tainted Judas. I like Tainted Judas. That's going to be a fun run. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do whatever you please, and I'll see you next time.